Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the first season of CBS's series Fire Country. And this is a series that focuses on a young convict who winds up joining a firefighting program that's run by his parents and trying to reduce his jail sentence. And at the core, we have Max Theriot, who plays Bodie, who's our main character, and he's used drugs, he's been convicted of drug use, and he's trying to get out of this prison sentence, trying to reconnect with his parents, played by Billy Burke and Diane Farr, and just trying to rebuild a relationship that has long since been so fractured up to this point. And really, they're the core of this story, and then there's like 50 other characters and everything they're going through. You have Kevin Alejandro's Manny, who's also been in that plays, has gotten out. His daughter and Bodie have a relationship together, some kind of dynamic, and Bodie has multiple, had a relationship with this person, had a relationship with that person. They come back, they complicate things. Is Bodie going to relapse? Does Bodie have a target on his back because of others? And you have his parents, which his mother is dealing with some serious health issues, and his father has a very tenuous relationship with Bodie's uncle, and all of these dynamics, and not to mention the 50 other characters that all have their dynamics, from Jules Latimore's Eve, who's trying to take over this leadership role, but also find love in her life as she's a lesbian and trying to process that. And you have Gabriella, played by Stephanie Arcila, who is in love with Bodie. They have this dynamic. There's so much melodrama in this show and so many characters and love lives and family dynamics to keep track of. I just feel like this is so overly stuffed, and they probably could have just focused on a little bit less characters and given some of the other characters a little bit more focus. What is exciting are the actual fires and stuff, of mudslides and all kinds of stuff like that. It's thrilling. It is that weekly, this is the disaster of the week kind of story, and most of them are interesting and engaging. There are some pretty melodramatic moments in this that just get a little bit eye-rolling in terms of these characters, but I think the actual thrills of the firefighting is what anchors the series. And what's so frustrating about this first season is I get it, you're trying to keep continuing tension, but the ending that this first season leads up to is so obnoxiously just oh, we really need this to end on a bad note, so we're going to do this. And it's so horrible the way that this ends that you just feel why'd I spend this show's been running on and off since October. Why'd I watch these 22 episodes to be left in that place? And it felt like a big slap in the face to the fans who've been steadily investing in it, and it just felt like shock for shock value. But this series does deal with a lot of topics in terms of incarceration and prison and family dynamics. So many of the times, just so much, and they do it in so over-the-top, dramatic kinds of ways that it doesn't really feel genuine and earnest, and you don't really connect as deeply as you want to. And then there's just too many characters that you're trying to balance and we're trying to invest in, when you could have just reinvested some of that time in the main characters that you already have. But overall, this is a bit of a messy, but also entertaining most of the time kind of series that I don't know if it's really worth the 22 episode commitment to per season kind of thing, but it has its moments, and some episodes really stick out compared to others. But those are my thoughts on Season 1 of Fire Country. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.